Liam Neeson's son Daniel gave an explosive interview that broke 16 years of family silence. When asked about his father's romance rumors with Pamela Anderson, he said something that will shock you. "I'm very, very happy to see my father's beautiful chemistry with her. You just want your father happy." But here's what nobody understands. For 16 years, Daniel and his brother Michiel watched their father refuse to date anyone seriously. The man who could save his daughter in Taken couldn't save himself from a promise he made to his dying wife.
Liam Neeson opens up about his late wife, Natasha Richardson.
Just told her I loved her, said, "Sweetie, you're not coming back from this."
Liam Neeson says he is done with dating.
What Daniel just revealed about why his dad stayed single for 16 years isn't just about grief. It's about a psychological prison that only his sons could help him escape from. And the Pamela Anderson twist, it changes everything we thought we knew about healing, family approval, and finding love at 72. Let's start with what just happened, because Daniel Neeson's words carry weight nobody expected. In an exclusive interview with the Irish Star published 3 days ago, Daniel Neeson said, "I'm just happy that they're really good friends and that they share a fondness for each other," which is very, very happy to see because you just want your parents happy. For my case, my father happy. This is huge. Daniel Neeson has never publicly commented on his father's love life, ever. In 16 years of watching Liam stay single, his sons maintained complete silence about his dating choices, until now. But here's what makes Daniel's statement even more powerful. He was 12 years old when his mother, Natasha Richardson, died in that skiing accident. His brother, Michiel, was 13. They've spent more of their lives watching their father alone than they did with both parents together. Imagine watching your dad refuse to be happy for your entire adult life. Imagine wondering if he'd ever let himself love again. Daniel's words aren't just approval, they're relief. But why now? Why, after 16 years of silence, are his sons suddenly speaking out about their father's love life? The answer reveals everything about what Liam Neeson has really been going through. To understand why Daniel's blessing matters, we need to go back to the moment that changed everything. March 18th, 2009. Natasha Richardson was taking a beginner skiing lesson in Quebec when she fell and hit her head. At first, she laughed it off. No helmet, no big deal. But within hours, she was in a coma with a fatal brain injury. Liam was filming in Toronto when he got the call. He flew to Montreal, saw the brain scans, and knew immediately. "Sweetie, you're not coming back from this," he told her unconscious body. She died the next day at 45 years old. Here's what nobody talks about. Before the accident, Liam and Natasha had made a pact. If either of them ended up brain dead, the other would pull the plug. No lingering, no false hope. Liam had to honor that promise while his teenage sons watched their mother disappear. The man who played heroes on screen couldn't save the woman he loved in real life. But there's something else that happened in that hospital room that Liam has never talked about publicly. Something that explains why he stayed single for 16 years. Something his sons finally understand. What happened next reveals the psychological trap that kept Liam Neeson single for over a decade. After Natasha's death, Liam threw himself into action movies, film after film where he plays men saving people he couldn't save in real life. His career became therapy, but his love life became a shrine. He did try dating once. Freya St. Johnston, a public relations executive, from 2010 to 2012. 2 years together, and then nothing. Radio silence on romance for 13 more years. Here's what his sons watched happen. Every interview where Liam was asked about dating, he'd deflect. Every red carpet where he appeared alone. Every holiday celebration where it was just him and the boys with an empty chair at the table. Daniel and Michiel grew up watching their father punish himself for surviving. They saw him choose loneliness over moving forward. They watched him build walls so high that even they sometimes couldn't reach him. October 2024, Liam told People magazine, "Am I looking for love? No, in a word, I'm past all that." He was 72 years old and convinced his romantic life was over. His sons knew better, but here's what changed everything. What happened between October 2024 and July 2025 that transformed a man who said he was past all that into someone whose son is publicly celebrating his beautiful chemistry with Pamela Anderson? The answer is Pamela Anderson, but not in the way you think. They met on the set of the Naked Gun reboot. Two people with complicated romantic histories, both protective of their hearts. But something happened that nobody expected, including Liam. November 2024, Liam told People, With Pamela, first off, I'm madly in love with her. She's just terrific to work with. I can't compliment her enough. Wait, the same man who said he was past dating was suddenly madly in love? Here's what happened. Pamela Anderson wasn't trying to date Liam Neeson. She was just being herself, professional, funny, no ego. She treated him like a colleague, not a grieving widower who needed special handling. Liam said, "I had never met Pamela before. We met on set, and we discovered we had a lovely budding chemistry as two actors. It's like, oh, this is nice. Let's not mold this. Let's just let it breathe." For the first time in 16 years, someone wasn't walking on eggshells around Liam's grief. Pamela just let him be human again. And his sons noticed. This is where Daniel's recent interview becomes heartbreaking and beautiful at the same time. Daniel Neeson is 28 years old. His brother Mikhail is 30. They've spent their entire adult lives watching their father choose solitude over companionship, and they've been waiting for someone like Pamela Anderson. Look at the photos from any red carpet event over the past decade. It's always Liam with his sons. Never a plus one, never a partner. Just a father who couldn't let himself move forward because he thought it would dishonor his wife's memory. But here's what his sons understood that he didn't. Natasha Richardson wouldn't have wanted him to spend 16 years alone. She would have wanted him to be happy, and they've been waiting for him to realize that. Daniel's words, "You just want your father happy," carry the weight of 16 years of worry. These aren't just sons approving of their dad's girlfriend. These are adult children finally seeing their father choose joy over guilt. The proof? Look at the July 28th premiere photos. Both families posing together like they've known each other for years. Pamela's sons, Brandon and Dylan, with Michelle and Daniel. No awkwardness, no forced smiles, just families blending naturally. This is what healing looks like. Not dramatic declarations or grand gestures, just a 72-year-old man finally giving himself permission to be happy again. What happened at that premiere reveals everything about why this relationship is different. Celebrity relationships usually take months or years before family integration happens. Liam and Pamela went public in July. This isn't coincidence. This is what happens when everyone involved, parents and children, recognizes something real and healthy. Even the extended family approves. Andy Cohen, who was close friends with Natasha Richardson, said on his radio show, "I told Liam at the premiere party, she's an independent woman just like Tash was. She loves to cook, she has her own thing going on, she has 2 boys. This just works." But the most powerful endorsement came from someone unexpected. Natasha Richardson's own sister, Jolie Richardson, broke 16 years of silence about Liam's love life to publicly support Pamela Anderson on Instagram. Family approval doesn't get more significant than that. The Richardson family, the people who love Natasha most, are telling Liam it's okay to love again. After 16 years of self-imposed exile from romance, he finally has permission from the people whose opinion matters most. Daniel's recent interview reveals the deeper psychological journey his father has been on. For 16 years, Liam Neeson suffered from what psychologists call survivor's guilt. He couldn't understand why he got to live while Natasha died. He couldn't justify finding happiness when she couldn't. But Pamela Anderson changed the equation. She didn't pursue him. They just worked together professionally. She didn't try to replace Natasha. She just offered friendship that grew into something more. Sometimes healing happens when you're not trying to heal. Sometimes love finds you when you've stopped looking for it. And sometimes your children see what you need before you do. Daniel's words reveal everything. After 16 years of watching Liam choose grief over joy, his sons are celebrating him choosing life again. This isn't just about Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. This is about what it means to honor someone's memory by living fully, not by refusing to live at all. So here we are. Liam Neeson, 72 years old, finally giving himself permission to be happy again, and his sons couldn't be more relieved. Daniel's interview isn't just approval, it's celebration. The man who said he was past all that discovered he wasn't past anything. He was just waiting for the right person to remind him that living isn't betraying the dead. It's honoring them. Liam Neeson's 16-year journey from tragedy to possible happiness again proves something beautiful. It's never too late to write a new chapter. It's never too late to let your children see you choose joy. And sometimes the people we love most are the ones cheering loudest for us to move forward. What do you think? Are you Team Liam and Pamela? Or do you think 16 years of single life means he should stay that way. Drop your take in the comments. Because after watching someone choose grief for so long, seeing them choose happiness hits different. If Daniel Neeson's emotional support for his father's new romance fascinated you, you absolutely must see what happened when Natasha Richardson's own sister broke her 16-year silence about Liam's love life. Because Jolie Richardson's response to the Pamela Anderson romance will completely shock you. What she did without saying a single word sent shockwaves through Hollywood and revealed the Richardson family's true feelings about Liam moving on. You cannot understand the full significance of this relationship until you see how Natasha's own sister responded to it. That investigation is essential viewing for the complete story behind this unexpected second chance romance.